Let us move on to the next part of the session, which is Srimad Bhagavatam class. May I know who all joined this morning?
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharika Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai, Priti Dasi from Charlotte. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Priti Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining every day and giving your sweet association. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. This is Arvindaksha from Chicago. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Arvindaksha Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for joining every day and giving your association. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga, and to all the assembled devotees. This is Megha from Naperville. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Megha Mataji. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Thank you so much for joining in. Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharika Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. This is Shyama Gauri Devi Dasi from India.
Hare Krishna, Shyama Gauri Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining and giving your association. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Prabhupada. All glories to Guru Maharaj. Please accept my humble OSSC. This is Mohini Lakshmi from Detroit.
Hare Krishna, Mohini Lakshmi Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining in. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna, Benita. Please go ahead, Mataji.
Go ahead, Mataji.
No, you've been trying for a while. Please go. I'm
Hare
sorry.
Krishna, Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Shri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to the assembled devotees. Yashamati from Chicago.
Hare Krishna, Yeshumati Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining in. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharajas, and all glories to the assembled devotees. This is Tiffany in Pennsylvania. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Tiffany Mataji. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Thank you so much for joining in. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj is my humble obeisances to you and all the devotees. This is Krishna Kumari Devdasi from Nagaland.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Kumari Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining every day and giving your association. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharva Mataji. Accept my humble obeisances, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. And this is Kavita Sharma from Delaware.
Hare Krishna, Kavita Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining. Please do join us every day, Mataji. We have every day Bhagavatam and Chaitanya Bhagavat classes. Please do join us. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna, is there anybody who would like to introduce themselves?
Hare Krishna, Vinita Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to the assembled devotees on the call. This is Anita from Sharjah. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Anita Mataji. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Thank you so much for your association and thank you so much for your services, Mataji. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj, and all the assembled devotees. This is Nandapriya Narmada Devi Dasi from Charlotte. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Nandapriya Narmada Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Thank you so much for joining in. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Poonam Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining in. Welcome to the call.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and all the assembled devotees. This is Indulekha Karuna Devi Dasi from Lincoln.
Hare Krishna, Indulekha Karuna Mataji. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Thank you so much for your all the services. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Is there anybody who would like to introduce themselves? Devotees who are joining for the first time, we have everyday classes. Please do join us. Every day Srimad Bhagavatam, we do chanting and we do also have Srimad, Chaitanya Bhagavat classes. Please do join us every day. If you're not in our WhatsApp groups, we share the link in the chat box. Please do click on it. You'll be in our WhatsApp group and you'll get all the notifications for our classes. Is there anybody who would like to introduce themselves? Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, welcome to Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call. Today we are very fortunate.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you very much for welcoming me. Thank you so much. I'm really honored. Thank you so much.
Prabhuji, for your valuable time and association this morning. We are very grateful to you, Prabhuji. Please accept my humble obeisances. And today's verse is 5th canto, 28th chapter, 39 to 41 verses. Before I hand over the call, is it okay if I call Raj Prabhu for the brief introduction, Prabhuji? Raj Prabhu, please take over, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dhanva pranam to you and all the assembled devotees. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, Shri Guru and Gauranga. There is a brief introduction for Prabhuji. We all know our lovely Amogh Lila Prabhuji, but there is a brief introduction for Prabhuji. His Grace, Amogh Lila Prabhuji, is a disciple of His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj and is presently serving as the Vice President of Dwarkadish Temple at Dwarka, Delhi. With great spiritual curiosity right from his childhood days, Prabhuji found his answers at ISKCON and in 2010 became a full-time practicing monk, brahmachari. He and his team has done a commendable job serving nutritious prasadam to millions of people in New Delhi during COVID times. He has the art of combining the heavy philosophy just with the right proportion of anecdotes, one-liners, humor to leave the audience spellbound and inspire them to embrace this path of bhakti and give classes in both Hindi and English language. He has helped thousands of students free themselves from the clutches of addiction and depression. He also serves as a life coach, helping people with stress-related problems. We are very grateful to have Prabhuji as our speaker on Bhakti Sangha today. Welcome to you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for inviting me. Okay, so let's sing one song. Ar Keno Maya Jale. Should be there.
Prabhuji lost his connection, right?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji, I think so.
Vinita Mataji, are you trying to say something?
No, Mataji, I was speaking to Ranga.
Okay. Mataji, I don't even know if Prabhuji realized that he got disconnected.
Oh, maybe Shamagauri Mataji should info.
Should I call?
Yeah, I'm calling him, but he's not picking.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe power off or internet gone completely. That's why he's not able to even pick the WhatsApp call.
Maybe internet is not good.
Yeah, internet, yeah. So is there anybody who would like to introduce themselves? They can go ahead and introduce if they want to introduce. In English, the class goes here in English. Yeah, Prabhuji is there.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Welcome back, Prabhuji.
Thank you. Okay, so I'll sing one song. Okay, yes, there we go. Thank you very much for sharing this. So I'll just read the translation first so that we sing the song more meaningfully, because song is in Bengali. So, a fish-like soul, why have you fallen into the entangling nets of Maya? You have not understood that being bound up by those nets, you will have to remain in this material world for a long, long time. After becoming captive in Maya's snare due to your desires for insignificant enjoyments, you remain transformed in a spiritually deceased condition, punishable just like disobedient servant. Now, by the power of devotional service, always remain subservient to Lord Shri Krishna, swimming and frolicking freely in the nectarian ocean of Krishna Prema. Okay, so here goes the song. Arke no maya jale poditecho jivamina. Arke no maya jale poditecho jivamina. Nahi jano badha hoye robe tumi chirodina. Nahi jano badha hoye robe tumi chirodina. अति तुच्छ भोग आशे बंदी होए माया पाशे. अति तुच्छ भोग आशे बंदी होए माया पाशे. रोहिले विकृत भावे दंड्य जथा पराधीना. रोहिले विकृत भावे दंड्य जथा पराधीना. नाही जानो बधा होए रोबे तुमी चिरदीना. नाही जानो बधा होए रोबे तुमी चिरदीना. एखनो भक्ति बले कृष्ण प्रेमा सिंधु जले. एखनो भक्ति बले कृष्ण प्रेमा सिंधु जले. क्रीड़ा कोरिया नायासे थाको तुमी कृष्णाधीना. क्रीड़ा कोरिया नायासे थाको तुमी कृष्णाधीना. नाही जानो बधा होए रोबे तुमी चिरदीना. नाही जानो बधा होए रोबे तुमी चिरदीना. आर के नो माया जाले. आर के नो माया जाले. आर के नो माया जाले पोड़ितेछो जीवमीना. नाही जानो बधा होए रोबे तुमी चिरदीना. नाही जानो बधा होए रोबे तुमी चिरदीना. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे. हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे. हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे. हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे. हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Shri Prabhupada ki jai, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5 and chapter 20, chapter and titles. Studying the structure of the universe, and verse number 39, and then the verse number 40, and then 41. All right, so that we can see on the screen as well. So here goes the 39th verse. We'll straight away read the translation. Okay, on the top of Lokalok mountain are 4 Gajapatis, the best of the elephants, which were established in 4 directions by Lord Brahma, the supreme spiritual master of the entire universe. The names of those elephants are Rishab, Pushkar Chud, Vamana, and Aprajita. They are responsible for maintaining the planetary systems of the universe. Okay, my God. We have not seen these 4 elephants, but they are huge. Yeah. Okay, now next verse which is 40th verse. Here goes the translation. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is the master of all transcendental opulences and the master of the spiritual sky. He is the Supreme Person, Bhagavan, the super soul of everyone. The demigods led by Indra, the king of heaven, are entrusted with seeing to the affairs of the material world, to benefit all living beings in all the varied planets and to increase the power of those elephants and of the demigods. The Lord manifests himself on the top of that mountain, which is Lokalok mountain, in the spiritual body, uncontaminated by the modes of material nature, surrounded by his personal expansions and assistants like Vishwaksena. He exhibits all his perfect opulences, such as religion and knowledge, and his mystic powers such as Anima, Laghima, and Mahima. He is beautifully situated, and he is decorated by the different weapons in his 4 hands. And now we are on the 41st verse. So now here we can read the verse. The verse goes like this, okay, which is a 41st verse, yes. Okay. Akalpameva vesham gat eva bhagavatanam Bhagavanatmayo Yogamaya Virachitta Vividhaloka Yatra Gopyaya Yityarthaha. So here goes a word meaning, translation, and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Akalpam, for the duration of the time of creation. Evam, thus. Vesham, appearance. Gataha, has accepted. Eshaha, this. Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Atma Yogamaya, by his own spiritual potency. Virachit, perfected. Vividaloka Yatra, the livelihood of the various planetary systems. Gopiyaya, just to maintain. Iti, does. Arthaha, the purpose. Okay, now goes the translation. The various forms of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, such as Narayan and Vishnu, are beautifully decorated with different weapons. The Lord exhibits those forms to maintain all varied planets created by his personal potency, Yogamaya. And then comes the purport. Yeah. So Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, verse number 6, Lord Krishna says, Sambhavami Atmaya, I appear by my internal potency. The word Atmaya refers to Lord's personal potency, Yogamaya. After creating both the material world and spiritual world through Yogamaya, the Supreme Personality of Godhead personally maintains them by expanding himself in different categories as the Vishnu Murtis and the demigods. He maintains the material world, material creation from beginning to end. And he personally maintains the spiritual world. Okay, that's very interesting. Om Gyan Timirandhasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahiyam Dadati Sobadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrichatam Sahagana Raghunathan Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahaganalita Shri Vishakhan Vitanscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kante Radha Kante Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpata Rubhyascha Kripa Sindubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Namo Mishrapadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Nityanamine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschati Deshnarine Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langai Tevirim Yatrapata Mahamande Shri Guru Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram Hare Krishna. So this is very interesting shloka which we are going to discuss. Once again, I would read the translation and then we will dwell into the purport. The various forms of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, such as Narayan and Vishnu, are beautifully decorated with different weapons. The Lord exhibits those forms to maintain all the varied planets created by his personal potency, Yogamaya. Okay, and then Srila Prabhupada is highlighting here that Sambhavami Atmamaya, quoting Bhagavad Gita chapter 4 verse number 6. He said the Lord is maintaining everything by Sambhavami Atmamaya. And before in this verse also it's mentioned that how Lord is maintaining everything through those 4 elephants, and they were being installed there by Brahmaji, and these 4 elephants are there, and that's why we see that any natural calamity comes in any place, it comes from those 4 elephants. Now since we have not seen those 4 elephants, so people become bewildered. We know what kind of description is this, that there are 4 big elephants and they are, and how come, what kind of elephants are they? And that's why when 5th canto was released, it got printed, Srila Prabhupada said now some of the devotees would leave our Krishna consciousness movement because many descriptions, they do not match with modern cosmology, and that's why some of the devotees would leave our movement. And well, how come 4 elephants? There are some eagles big enough to even pick up an elephant. How can eagle pick up the elephant? It's mythology. It's as per Hindu mythology. This is how they would conclude, and that's why some of the people would also leave Krishna consciousness. So 5th canto is quite inconceivable, but yes, it is truth. It is beyond us. It is beyond mundane science and mundane senses, but yes, it is true. And the various forms, as it is mentioned here, that they are just expansions of the Lord, so that Lord can maintain this universe. So that's why here the purpose is universal maintenance. Yeah. Usually, when you talk about God being present everywhere, and yet he's having a form, becomes quite contradictory, because in case something is all pervasive, and something is everywhere, then that has to be formless. Just like air is everywhere, because air is everywhere, so air is formless. Light is everywhere. The sunlight, sunlight. So sunlight is formless, so God should be formless. In case God is having a form, then God cannot be everywhere. He can't be omnipresent. In case he's omnipresent, he has to be formless. In case he's having a form, he can't be. Then he can't be everywhere. He can't be omnipresent. Well, we see that all contradictory traits very beautifully blend into the personality of Supreme Absolute Truth. So when we talk about that Lord is all pervasive, Lord is all pervasive through his energies and expansions. He's everywhere. So just like the Advait Siddhanta, which is where they talk about Mayavad and Advaitvad, that everything is one. So they talk about that how God is all pervasive and it's a homogeneous, non-differentiated, all-pervading reality. And that's why it's everywhere. So they are known as radical non-dualist. The Mayavadis or Advaitwadis, they are known as radical non-dualist. So we, the Vaishnavas, also believe that yes, God is all pervasive. But instead of saying that he is a homogeneous, non-differentiated, all-pervasive reality, we see that he is all-pervasive reality, but there is variety embedded in that all-pervasiveness. That's the Siddhanta of the Vaishnavas. So Advaitwadis, they don't accept the variety. We accept the variety. They also say that God is all-pervasive. We also say God is all-pervasive. But they say that there is no variety. We say that there is a lot of variety. Who would say that there is no variety? The one who is away can't see the variety. And that's why we would say, well, there is no variety. But as we come closer, then we can see the variety. Just like, for example, if I look at a tree, from the distance, it is just green crown and the brown stem, and that's it. But when we go closer, then we see, oh, there are nests as well, there are birds as well, there are parrots as well. Oh, yes. So we see more variety. From the distance, mountain is just green. But as we go closer, we see that there are plants, there are trees, there are animals. So we get to see variety when we come closer. When we are away, then we see the generic reality. When we go closer, then we see specific reality. So we also believe that God is all pervasive, but at the same time, in his all pervasiveness, there is variety. Variety in terms of energies, variety in terms of expansions. So God is all pervasive and there is variety within it. This I think in some of my previous, maybe in this class or so, I was giving example of Kasata ice cream. I don't know whether in US or Canada there is Kasata ice cream. Raju, is this Kasata ice cream in US and Canada?
So I don't think so, Prabhu. Sorry, I stopped eating outside since I joined ISKCON. So
it's there, Prabhuji. It's there in Indian stores.
Oh, it's an Indian store.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you.
So
sounds interesting, Prabhu. Kasata.
Yeah.
Sounds interesting.
Oh yeah, it is actually very interesting ice cream. So it's very gratifying to the senses. So Kasata ice cream, it is all ice cream, but you know, it's like a semicircle, and then so there's one more semicircle with different flavors, you know. So at the bottom there is vanilla flavor, and then there is strawberry flavor, and then there is pista flavor, and then there is butterscotch flavor, and at last there are some nuts. So this is Kasata ice cream. So it is all ice cream, ice cream, ice cream, ice cream, ice cream. But within that ice cream, ice cream, ice cream, there is variety. So there is vanilla, there is strawberry, there is pista, there is orange, or maybe a chocolate flavor, and then at the last there are nuts. So it's all ice cream. But in that all ice cream, there is variety. Similarly, God is also everywhere, but in his all pervasiveness, there is variety. Variety of energies, variety in terms of expansions. So that's why when we accept that variety, that variegatedness, then things become well settled. Yeah. So God is there being energetic, and his energies are everywhere. Like these Abrahamic religions, like Christianity and Islam, they are not able to explain all pervasiveness of God. Why? Because they do not explain about energies of God. Like somebody asked Prophet Muhammad, where is God? Is God everywhere? He did not say yes. He did not say no, because he knows that they cannot digest this. So he did not say move the head like this, nor like this. Sir, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, is Allah everywhere? Is Allah up there? So Allah is up there. God is up there. So they only believe that God is only up there, somewhere in clouds. He's having his chair, and he's an old guy with beard. God? Yes, that's me. So God is sitting up there. And Yuri Gagarin, when he went to the space, so the reporters asked him, sir, you were there in the space. So did you see God there? Maybe from his space shuttle. Hey, there is God sitting in the clouds. Can you see that? Yes. So did you experience God? Did you see God there? And he was sweating profusely. He said, well, I mean to say that, no. He did not see God there. Because usually it is believed that God is sitting up there in clouds and in heaven, and people are having fun with their girlfriends and girlfriends with boyfriends, and God is just having popcorn, sitting on a sofa, sitting in a chair, and that's it. Wow, such a boring description of God. So because none of the Abrahamic religions or other religions, they talk about God, that how God can be all pervasive and he's having multifarious energies, sambhavami atmamayayam, because they do not know that, and that's why God cannot be explained by these philosophies. So God is just great for them. Like somebody said, God is the greatest, and the Srila Prabhupada said, yes, he is greatest and he is minutest as well. If God is only great, but he's not minute, he's not minutest, he's only greatest, that means God is incomplete. But God is actually all complete. So that's why God has to be greatest as well as minutest. He has to be opulent, and she should be sweet as well. In case God is not sweet, well, God is only great. Yes. God sends the pious to the heaven, and God sends the impious to hell. Okay, what else? Nothing else. That's it. What will I do going to God? God is so boring. Like Nidzi used to say, I would have believed in existence of God if God could dance. Alas, he did not know that Krishna is God. Although, of course, he said that in a way which was like a sarcasm. Sarcastically, he said that because people are so degraded, and that's why they are thinking, well, you think that God is not there? Yeah, God is dead. God is dead. So that was perceived that Nidzi is actually an atheist. But actually, Nidzi was a theist who was so frustrated with the current set of the lifestyle of people, and said, yeah, God is dead. In your hearts, he's dead. Like that. So, but is God really not there? No, of course, the Lord is there. And there is one very beautiful parable which describes about whether God is there or not. We see God everywhere. God's energy is actually. It's in the form of parable between, it's a conversation between two children. They are two babies in the womb of their mother, and then they are discussing. So first one is an atheist, and the second one is a theist. He's a believer. Okay. So first one asks the other, do you believe in life after delivery? Both of them are in the womb and they are discussing. So first one said, so do you believe in the life after delivery? So the other person, the second one, who's a theist, who's a believer, said, why not? Of course. There has to be something after delivery. Maybe we are here to prepare ourselves for what we will be seeing later. And the first one said, nonsense. There is no life after delivery. What kind of life would that be? So the believer said, I don't know, but there will be more light than here. Maybe we'll walk with our legs and eat with our mouths. Maybe we will have our own senses and other senses that we can't understand now. The first one said, that is absurd. Walking is impossible. And eating with our mouths, ridiculous. The umbilical cord supplies nutrition, Baba, and everything we need. But the umbilical cord is so short. Life after delivery is to be logically excluded. So second one, who was the believer, said, well, I think there is something, and maybe it's different than it is here. Maybe we won't need this physical cord anymore. First one was non-believer, said, nonsense. And moreover, if there is life, then why has no one ever come back from there? Delivery is the end of life. And in the after delivery, there is nothing but darkness and silence and oblivion. It takes us nowhere. So the second one, who is a believer, said, well, I don't know, but certainly we will meet mother and she will take care of us. The first one said, mother? Do you actually believe in mother? That's laughable. If mother exists, then where is she now? So the second one said, well, maybe she is all around us. We are surrounded by her. We are of her. It is in her that we live. Without her, this world would not and could not exist. The first one, the non-believer, said, well, I don't see her. So it's only logical that she does not exist. To which the second replied, the believer said, sometimes when you are in silence and you focus and you really listen, you can perceive her presence and you can hear her loving voice calling down from above. So in this way, this was a conversation between these two children. So one is a believer, one is a non-believer. So what makes us non-believer? Because we can't see God everywhere. But how God is everywhere, just like the womb of the mother is part of mother. Similarly, energies of the Lord are part of the Lord's existence. He is controlling. But since we are not able to perceive energies, and that's in connection to God, that's why many people, they become either atheist or become impersonalist. Actually, that's what's happening. Like there are people who are nature lovers. They said there is no God. There is no God. The nature is automatic and everything is happening automatically. And they also give example of cow. Just like when we feed the fodder, the grass, to the cow, it automatically gets converted. It automatically gets converted into the milk without external intervention of the cowherd person. Similarly, there is no God in control. The nature is automatic. The sun rises from the east, the sun sets in the west. There is water vapors, evaporation, formation of clouds, and then there is rain, and then there is grain. It's all automatic, Baba. This photosynthesis which is happening, it's automatic. The food getting digested is automatic. This entire nature is automatic. Just like the cow is automatic. Oh, okay. So the cow is automatic. Okay. Just like feed the fodder to the cow, it automatically gets converted into milk, right? Yes. If we feed the same the fodder to the bull will also give the milk. Oh, come on, man. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? How can bull give milk? But when we feed fodder, so automatically it gets converted into milk, na? Stupid fellow. The cow is made like that. The cow is made like this, that when we feed the fodder, it automatically gets converted into the milk. Not the bull, because the bull is not made like that. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So the cow is made like that. Who made the cow like that? That's the question. That's the question. So similarly, this nature appears to be automatic. But who has made it automatic? The Lord has made it automatic. Through his energies, everything appears to be automatic. Just like a software appears to be automatic. Automatic reservation, automatic cancellation, automatic. So somebody has done the programming. Because there's a programmer who has done the programming, and that's why this software appears to be automatic. Similarly, this nature also appears to be automatic, even though the Lord is actually in control. We can't see the Lord. Like Lord Krishna gives the example of Sutre Mani Gana Eva in chapter 7, verse number 7. Natta Paratanam Nanyat Kinchit Dasya Dhananjaya. So just like there is no truth greater than me, and everything rests on me, just like the pearls, they are strung together on a thread. Now the thread is not visible, just like in our Kanthi Mala. In the Kanthi Mala, we can see all these beads, but we can't see the thread. But it is there in this form, it is together because of the thread. Similarly, the entire creation is resting on Krishna, is resting on the forms of the Lord, expansions of the Lord, although we can't see the Lord. We can only see the elements. But actually everything is existing because the Lord's energy is there everywhere. Yeah. So everything is automatic or appears to be automatic. It is because of the grace of the Lord. Now, Srila Prabhupada used to explain about Yogamaya and Mahamaya with various examples. Just like here it is mentioned that how with Yogamaya, Krishna created the material world as well as spiritual world. Yeah. And of course, Mahamaya is also there as an expansion of Yogamaya to function. And Srila Prabhupada used to give example of snake. Snake sometimes changes the skin. There is new skin. So the old skin is there with the is there in touch with the skin of the snake. But as the snake changes, it takes the new form. It relinquishes the older skin. So the older skin was also part of this skin. Gradually, it gets separated from this skin. Right. So the skin which is attached to the main body of snake, that's internal energy. And that skin which is separated from the skin, the main skin, that is external energy. But this external energy is also coming from internal energy. Srila Prabhupada used to give one more example of nails. So nails, we see that those nails which are attached to the skin, that's internal energy. And that which is extending out, that's external energy. So this is internal energy which is attached to the skin, and that which is coming out, that's external energy. Of course, ladies have got longer ones. They maintain, long nails as a matter of decoration. They have got those nails. Some of the men also, they have nails, long nail from the little finger as a matter of, so that they can protect. Samurai. So we see that even in the case of nails also, that which is attached to the skin, that is internal potency. Yeah. And that which is extending. Yeah. So we see that nail is neither dead nor living. So that which is attached to the skin is living. That's why if something happens, so we'll feel hurt. But if this is cut, we don't feel hurt because it is dead. So nail is neither dead nor living. Like Hiranyakashipu had asked, I should die neither from living nor from dead. And that's why Lord Nrsimhadev killed him with the nails. Nails are counted neither in the living nor in the dead. Nails. So internal energy, internal potency, Yogamaya, external potency, Mahamaya. That's also one example Srila Prabhupada used to give. He also used to give example of electricity. Electricity being given. So electricity can also give heat in the heater, can also give cool air from the AC, or in the refrigerator as making ice creams. But it is the same original electricity which gets transformed into this and that and different equipments. So similarly, God, the Lord, is also having Atmamaya, his Yogamaya potency. And this Yogamaya potency can act in different ways, diverse ways, for different functions to happen. So electricity is also one more example which Srila Prabhupada used to give. One more example, analogy which Srila Prabhupada used to give is that of fire and smoke. Now there is fire. Fire is having heat. The fire is having heat. And there is also smoke. Smoke is also coming from fire, and heat is also coming from fire. So heat is Yogamaya Shakti, and smoke is the Mahamaya Shakti. Smoke is a separated energy, smoke, and heat is the internal energy of fire, which is inseparable of the fire. We cannot separate the internal potency from fire. Smoke can be separated. So smoke is a separated material energy, Mahamaya, and heat or light, that's internal, inseparable part of the fire. So that's why Yogamaya is inseparable part of the Lord's existence. So when Lord, he says Atmamaya, so that means he himself is talking about himself, that I am doing, not my separated external energy. No, it's not like that. One more example he used to give, Srila Prabhupada used to give, is that of a wife and the maid servant. The king talks to the wife, not to the maid servant. He talks to the maid servant through the wife. In case maid servant is not coming on time, so the king would say, well, this maid servant is not coming on time. Tell this lady that she should come on time. Because of her, I get late. So wife informs the maid servant, excuse me, Miss Maid Servant, the king was saying that you should come on time. Since you do not come on time, he gets late. Please. So king doesn't talk directly to the maid servant. King talks to the maidservant through the wife. Similarly, the Supreme Lord does not interact with Mahamaya, the external potency, directly. He deals with external potency through the internal potency, Yogamaya, the wife. So Yogamaya is like wife and Mahamaya is like maidservant, obedient maidservant. That's Mahamaya. So Lord doesn't deal with her directly. So this is how Srila Prabhupada explains. Srila Prabhupada also used to give one more analogy about internal potency and external potency. He used to give example of stool. Somebody said, what is this external potency? Somebody asked Srila Prabhupada. He said, external potency is something like your stool. Your stool is coming from you, but that's a disgusting part of you, and that's separated from you. So similarly, Yogamaya is internal potency of the Lord, but Mahamaya is like separated material energy, and Lord really doesn't dwell with her, deal with her. So that's like a stool. So material world is like that. Not that it is very disgusting, but Lord really is not interested in comparison to the spiritual world. Material world is really disgusting. It's not really a place for the soul. But Lord still maintains it. Why? For us. When somebody asked Srila Prabhupada, why Krishna created the material world? Srila Prabhupada said, Krishna did not create the material world. You created the material world. So Srila Prabhupada, I never created anything. I only create troubles for others, but I never created the material world. Srila Prabhupada said, because you wanted it, that's why. Because you wanted it. There's one very nice anecdote. Like sometimes children, they want to play when they're at home, so they play Barbie's playtime. So in Barbie playtime, somebody becomes a husband, somebody becomes a wife, and there are those who are younger ones, they become children, and they have Barbie's playtime. Yay! So the child who's playing as wife would tell the child who's playing husband, hey, hi, honey, please come on time in the evening. We'll go for candlelight dinner. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, bye-bye. And in this way, they are having Barbie's playtime. And when they are doing this, after playing, so when they are doing this, although the children, when they wanted it, so they asked the mother. So mother said, well, you want Barbie's playtime? Whatever you want, I'll give you, Baba. Why you want to play this, Barbie's playtime, husband, wife, children? No, Mama, no. We want to play Barbie's playtime. Mom, please, please. Okay. Chill out. And that's why mother gave them all these different toys and Hot Wheels and cars and frying pan and stove. Okay, you have it. And this way they were having Barbie's playtime. Some became husband, some became wife, some became children, and having good time. Yes. So while playing, the child becomes hungry. And the child goes to the mother, Mom, I'm hungry, Mom. I'm hungry. So mom says, well, you are hungry, but you have everything. You have got gas stove, you have got the car, you have got the house, you have everything. You don't need Mama. You have everything. No, Mama. Please, I'm very hungry, Mama. Please give me something, Mama. I'm yours, Mama. And then Mama gives pampering to the child, and then Mama feeds everything to the child. That, okay, you want pasta, you want noodles. Okay, come, my darling. And this way, the child becomes happy. Similar is our case. When we want to try independent of the Supreme Lord, so Lord gives us this place so that we can have Barbie's playtime. Few become husbands, other become wives, younger ones become children, and then we have our family, and then we are having, okay, bye-bye, darling. Okay, honey, come one time in the evening, we'll have a candlelight dinner. Hey, bye-bye, have a good day. Yeah. And this way, we are busy with our household life. But while doing this, we become hungry. But this hunger is not of belly. This hunger is that of heart. And then when there is hunger of the heart, then we come to the Supreme Lord. And we say, oh Lord, I've come to you, praying to you. There is no peace in my life. But Lord would say, well, do you really need me? You have everything. You have got a nice house. You got your family, you got your Bentley car, you got everything. You don't need me actually. Yeah, you have everything. But when we say, oh Lord, yeah, I have everything, but there is no peace of mind. There is no peace of mind. Please, I'm your sheltered servant. Please accept me. And then Lord also accepts us. So in the material world, when we seek to enjoy independent of the Lord, so Lord gives us a chance so that we can enjoy, so that one day we can realize that without the Lord, we can't be happy. We cannot really be happy. So Lord creates with his Yogamaya material world, which is Jagat, the world. But within the world, we have our own sansar. That means my own Barbie's playtime world. Yay, my Barbie's world. Yay. Yeah. So one term is known as Jagat and there is Sansar. So within Jagat, we make our own Sansar. What is Sansar? My husband, my wife, my children, my house, my job. Yay! So Lord has created the world, but within that world, we make our own worlds. Those worlds are made by us. That brings misery. When within the world, we make our own worlds. We should just live with this world, which is created by God by his Yogamaya Shakti. Yeah, extending as Mahamaya Shakti. So Lord does this. But yes, what makes us miserable is to have separate family other than Krishna. That ultimately will lead to misery. Because in this world, everyone is selfish. Everyone is a devotee of their senses. Everyone is a devotee of their egos. Everyone is a devotee of their whimsicalities. Everyone is devotee of their selfish desires. Who loves whom? Practically nobody. So that's why we remain in this bewildered state of existence. Why? Because we have turned away from the Lord. Srila Prabhupada used to give example, like when we look at the sun, okay, so we see that the sun is so bright and effulgent and illustrious. As soon as we turn away from the sun, so we see a monochromatic display of various colors and bubbles and all of that. We see. But actually those bubbles, they do not exist. But we see them because we have turned away from the sun. Similarly, when we turn away from the Lord, we see the illusion of this material world. As soon as we are looking at the sun, so we are looking at Krishna, we see the reality. So when we turn away from Krishna, then we see the illusion of this world. Oh yes, you and I in this beautiful world. Ooh, hey, oh, that's illusion right here. Yes, it's a very hypnotizing illusion, very convincing illusion. Yeah. So this material world, although is created by the Lord, but ultimately the purpose of this creation is to teach us that without the Lord, we cannot really be happy. Yeah. And the last line of the purport, Srila Prabhupada says that he maintains the material creation from beginning to end, and he personally maintains the spiritual world. So if something is my office, that can be taken care of. Some of the officers, they can take care of the office. But my home is maintained by myself, because that's my home. You know, once the Lord Krishna, he made Prayag the king of Tirthas, the king of holy places. And Prayag was very happy that, yes, I'm the best of the holy places. I am the king of all the holy places. So all the holy places would come and mark their attendance. So, say, okay, Tirupati, present, sir. Haridwar, present, sir. Okay, very good. Rishikesh, present, sir. Okay, very good. Jerusalem, present, sir. That's very good. Makkah, Medina, present, sir. Very nice. Okay. Ahobilam, present, sir. Nice. Okay. All right, good. Every day, all tirthas, they come and mark their attendance to Prayag. Great. So Narad Muni came, Narayana. He said, Prayag, so you are happy? Yes, of course, I am happy. You know, I'm the king of tirthas. I'm the king of the holy places, being appointed by Lord Shri Krishna himself. Aha. So Narad Muni said, okay, so you're king of tirthas, huh? So you mark the attendance of everyone. Yeah, of course. Haridwar, Rishikesh, Jerusalem, Makkah, Medina, Ahobilam, Tirupati. Everyone came, mark the attendance. Yes. Yeah. Okay, then Narad Muni said, did Vrindavan come to mark the attendance? Yeah, Graj was thinking. Oh yeah. Vrindavan did not come. Then what kind of king of Tirtha are you? When Vrindavan has not come to mark attendance, what's the use of you becoming the king of all the holy places? Well, I should go and ask Krishna. So Prayagraj, he came to Krishna. Krishna, humble obeisances to you. Krishna, I had one question. You made me the king of the holy places. And certainly all the holy places are coming every day and marking their attendance. But Vrindavan is not coming and marking attendance. Krishna said, I made you the king of Tirthas. I did not make you the king of my home. Vrindavan is my home. And you can't be king of my home. That's my home. I personally take care of it. Get lost. Okay? Hare Krishna. So Lord personally maintains his holy abode. Yeah. He personally maintains his devotees as well. Like Akbar was not really convinced that Lord can take incarnation. And Birbal said, well, Lord comes here to take care of his devotees. He said, well, yeah, of course he can take care. Why? But why he has to personally come and save his devotees? He can take care of them through something, through some agent, through some energy. Why he personally comes? He said, all right, Jahapana, let's go for a walk. So they went for evening walk. And he said, well, can you also carry your daughter with yourself? Yeah, sure, of course. So as they were walking and as they came near the pond, so Birbal pushed the daughter of Akbar into the pool of water, into that pond. And then Akbar himself jumped and saved the daughter. And Akbar said, how dare you, Birbal? How dare you? How dare you push my daughter into the pond? He said, Jahapana, Your Majesty, there were many soldiers here also. You could ask them also to jump and save your daughter. Why did you personally jump to save your daughter? Well, because I love my daughter. That's why I did not think of all of this. I just jumped because I love my daughter. Birbal said, Jahapana, Your Majesty, similarly, the Lord loves his devotees so much that he personally comes to deliver them. Other managerial affairs, official affairs, energies can take care of, his expansions can take care of. But since he's having his personal connection and relationship with his devotees, that's why he personally comes and descends in this world. And that's why he takes avatar. Avatar doesn't have an English translation, a single word translation. Sometimes people say incarnation. But actually incarnation literally means entering flesh. Lord never enters flesh. He's always transcendental. Like in 40th verse it is mentioned, although he's taking care of everything in Lokalok mountain, through Lokalok mountain, yet he remained transcendental. So Lord comes to this world, but not materially. Lord comes to the material world, but not materially. He does not enter flesh, which is the meaning of incarnation, entering flesh. Like in Christianity, they believe that Jesus Christ entered flesh. So even when he comes again, he again enters flesh. Incarnation. Or say reincarnation, entering flesh. So avatar doesn't have English meaning as incarnation. Avatar can be translated in two words. Divine descent. Divine descent. Two words are required to explain avatar. So incarnation is not the right word. So Lord comes in this world transcendentally always. He's situated transcendently. So he comes to the material world, but not materially, but spiritually. It's like that. Even his devotees, when they are in the material world, they don't live materially. They live in a spiritual way. Just like lotus is there in the mud, but not of the mud, but above the mud. That's lotus. Similarly, the Lord and his pure devotees, they come to the material world, but not materially, but spiritually. And they are above the material world. That's how it is actually. So in this way, Lord personally maintains his spiritual world, and Lord personally maintains the spiritual life of his devotees as well. All right, I'll stop here now. Hare Krishna. If anybody has any question, we'll take a few questions now.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. What a beautiful class, Prabhu. Thank you so much. From elephants, you went like such a beautiful class. I couldn't move myself in front of the computer. It's just you were continuing one after the example. You rightly said, Prabhu, people don't believe in Srimad Bhagavatam. That's why Srila Prabhupada said that after 5th canto, some of them will leave. And we see these days, people do believe in superheroes of Marvel. in Krish and in Mr. India, where Mr. Anil Kapoor is, he just goes away. So people do believe in that.
Iron Man.
Yes, Prabhu. But they don't want to believe in our scriptures, which exactly say right now in Canto 5, it says the distance between sun and moon from millions of years. It has said before science. So what a beautiful scripture we have. And then certainly you said the scriptures give us whatever we can digest. And we have those examples from Bible and Quran itself, which says our scriptures are so nice. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, he is giving the last knowledge, like the full knowledge. He certainly said we have to just love God. That's such a beautiful thing. And so beautiful example of the two babies in the womb, Prabhu. What a beautiful example. I never heard, but just gives so much sense. And I loved the example of Srila Prabhupada that you told, Yogamaya and Mahamaya, snake of skin and nails and electricity and king talking to maid and wife. I loved the example of Prague as holy dham. What a beautiful example. Thank you, Prabhu. We can use it more and more time. I love your classes, of course. Many of us love your classes. I think all of us. And your example of Akbar and Birbal are so beautiful. I always see, once you told in a class, that this lust is always there, and Akbar goes out with his daughter, and so true, Prabhu. You see so many older people still trying to see women with a different eye. It's just disgusting, but it is there, Prabhu. Such a beautiful example. And thank you so much, Prabhu. Such a beautiful class, Prabhu. Just amazing class. Dear devotees, we can open the forum for question and answer now. Just a humble request to all of you. Please, if you have any personal questions, ask Prabhuji offline, because these classes are recorded and shared in many places. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes. Prabhu, lastly, there are so many personal questions, and what is so many personal questions. So I was being instructed by our group to say this line, and funny, it's only I have to say this line, I think. So I just kind of feel. So Sundari Gopidasi Mataji, please go ahead with your question. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat. Thank you for the class, Prabhuji. You mentioned that, Mayavadis, they do not understand the reality, the variety of Krishna. I mean, of the Supreme Lord. So, but as devotees, I myself, after, practicing for like 15, 17, and 18 years, I still cannot accept variety in a devotee. Forget about Krishna. Krishna is still far away. Could you please give something so that, I can put it in my head as a manashiksha for me, that I am trying my best, but there is a variety in it's beautiful variety of devotees. And I want to really see it in a very nice perspective, rather than having some grudge or, not childishly. Could you talk something about that, so that for my understand?
So Prabhupada used to say, variety is mother of enjoyment. When there is variety, then there is enjoyment. If you keep tasting something, keep experiencing the same thing, then there is no enjoyment. Like, for example, what's your favorite food?
My Prabhuji?
Yeah.
Favorite food? I don't remember.
Chole bhature, rajma chawal, kadi chawal, dosa, pasta.
No. I will tell my daughters it's pizza.
Okay, pizza. Okay, if I give you one pizza, you'll relish it. 2 more pizzas, you may still relish it. 5 more pizzas, maybe with your incredible Guinness Book of World Record digestive power, you may still digest it. And I give you 10 more pizzas, and I ask you, Mataji, which is the food you hate the most? You'll say pizza, right? When there is no variety, then there is no enjoyment. So that's why the Lord being very playful in nature. No, the beautiful thing about Sanatana Dharma is that God is playful. As per Abrahamic religions, Lord is very boring person. He's very boring. He's not at all playful. But actually, by nature, God is very playful. Like Nidzi used to say, I would have believed in existence of God if God could dance. Because he did not know the playful nature of God. So playfulness is only possible when there is variety. If there is no variety, what kind of playfulness? So variety is the mother of enjoyment. And then all this variety ultimately contributes to the pleasure of the Lord and their interplay in between. So that makes the whole thing very colorful, joyful. In the material world, externally everything, there is a lot of variety, but inside it is all same. Inside it is all same. Outside appears to be a lot of variety. Yeah. Like for example, somebody goes for one girlfriend, another girlfriend, another girlfriend, or one boyfriend, another boyfriend, another boyfriend. Externally there is variety, but internally it is all same. It is all same. But spiritual life is other way around. Externally it appears to be like there is no variety, but inside there is a lot of variety. So devotees having different natures, different rasa. So different rasas, whether Dasya rasa, Sakya rasa, Vatsala rasa, Madhurya rasa, and the interplay of them together brings super duper ecstasy. So Lord being ecstatic, Lord being euphoric in nature, Lord being playful in nature, there has to be variety. Even in this world, each and every soul is unique. And that's why each and every soul has got a unique conditioning also. And that's why there is a unique way to deal with the unique conditioning, so that the unique soul can be uniquely taken out of the tabernacle of the material creation, which has got a unique binding on that particular soul, so that this unique soul can re-establish a unique rasa with the Lord and have unique exchanges to experience that unique bliss, because there is variety. And that's how the nature is. The nature of the Lord and the nature of his creation. In fact, the purpose of creation is also like that. So more we accept the variety, happier we would be. And if we expect each and every devotee to be very ideal, this in itself is very unideal expectation. Every devotee should be very ideal. No. There are devotees who are very serious. There are devotees who are semi-serious. There are devotees who are semi-serious. There are devotees who are not at all serious. And they all together, they are part of the community. And they all have their own contribution to the rasa or the temple or the community. So this variety is required. And that's how spiritual world is. And that's how even devotees world in this world is. Is that okay, Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji, thank you very much. I noted down some points. I hope I can bring it in my forefront. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
That was a very unique answer,
All right.
Prabhuji. So, Sanya Mataji, please go ahead.
Sanya Mataji, yes.
I think Sanya Mataji is frozen probably. Oh, right now she's
Hare
there. Sanya Mataji?
Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, I'm there. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. So Prabhuji, my question is, I'm in the hostel, like in college area. So I'm completely surrounded by people who are atheists. I have even heard, like I shouldn't say they were offending Vaishnavas, and they're eager to eat flesh and all. They talk beside me, and in such an environment, it's very difficult. Like how to manage my bhakti. Like sometimes I lose my confidence because association is something which is very important.
Okay.
I'm surrounded by these people.
So there are people around you. Although, but this world is a battle of convictions. Anybody who's having the greater conviction will eat the conviction of the weaker one. Okay. So in case you have your conviction stronger than theirs, you will eat or destroy their conviction in atheism. Like anybody who is an atheist, tell them, your existence is a proof that God exists. So atheists can say, how can I say that? I'm an atheist and my existence is a proof that God exists. Yes, of course. The concept that you disbelieve in God, that means God exists. That's why there are a class of people who say that God does not exist. There is no class of people who would say black lily does not exist. Black lily does not exist. Because black lily actually does not exist. So there are no class of people who disbelieve in the existence or non-existence of black lily. But because God exists, that's why there are a class of people who disbelieve in his existence. So existence of atheist is in itself a proof that God exists. Just tell them this. They would be just scratching their heads, and then by the time you can move on. That's it. All those who are meat eaters, you can say, my humble obeisances to the walking graveyards. And then let them be thinking, walking graveyards. Ooh. If somebody is a smoker Oh, you are from the lungs haters club. My obeisances to you. Somebody who drinks, you can say, well, you are from the kidney haters club. My obeisances to you. So it's a humorous way of telling them what they are doing. Actually. Lungs haters club, kidney haters club, walking graveyard club. That's it. And those who are atheists, tell them, thank you guys and girls. You being an atheist is a proof that God exists. Hare Krishna. Yeah. Okay, Rutuja.
Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Welcome always. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Comes to you as well.
Thank you for the class, Prabhuji. My question was, in my family, there is one Mataji. So she's been, excuse me, she's listening Bhagavatam she has listened Bhagavatam more than 30 times, 30 to 40 times, more than 40 times. And as we have heard from many scriptures that if we listen to Bhagavatam, from Bhagavatam, any one of the shlokas or any one canto, then we get detached from the material world, right? But now I see that actually she's at the age of 94, she's too much attached to her belongings, too much. So how to answer the situation to the non-dual? Her belongings, her each and every belonging, she's very much attached at the age of 94. So how to answer the situations to non-devotees? So they mock us. See, if though she's reading Bhagavatam, how she greedy she is. So how to answer such?
So anybody who studies the medical books at home, but does not go to institute, does not associate with professor, doesn't do the practicals, doesn't submit Viva, doesn't do the file submission, none of the projects being taken care of, would such a person be given a degree of being a medical practitioner, although he has gone through the books of the medicine branch? Can we give? No. Same is the case with this Mataji. She has gone through Srimad Bhagavatam 30 times. Yeah. But have you taken association of devotees? No. Have you served the devotees? No. Have you really practiced it, chanting the names of Krishna? No. Have you always taken Krishna Prasadam? No. Have you sacrificed your ego? No. So that means you are a theoretical practitioner. You're not really a spiritual practitioner. So this
beautiful
explanation
example
you can give.
Yes. Thank you very much, Prabhuji. I was struggling for this answer for many days. Very long. Thank you very much.
Right. So we are done with all the questions, devotees? Yeah. Seems like everyone is self-realized now. Okay. All right. Take your leave now. Thank you all, the devotees, for your rapt attention and hearing it with great attention. Thank you very, very much. Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai. Prabhupada ki Jai.
Dear devotees, let us pay our obeisance to Prabhuji. Kalpataru Bhashcha Kripa Sindhuvya Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai. Guru Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Our lovely hostess Amogh Lila Prabhu ki Jai. Thank you so much. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Radhe Radhe.